Homecoming, part of the week that was, and that leads us to the Sunday feast. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah, Matt.
Didn't over appetize or anything?
No.
Okay, good. Our team of the week is the Hawks, and not merely because our producer is an Atlantan. No hometown bias here. The Hawks earned it with a 3-0 week that included a win finally in Cleveland. In fact, that's how their week began, with Atlanta ending an 11-game losing streak against the champs Tuesday night on the road. The Hawks followed that up with wins at home against the Bulls and Philly. For the 3 games, they were a net plus 33, and with different leading scorers, guys, in each game. What's working for the Hawks right now?
The depth and the balance, for sure. We know the anchor there, Paul Millsap, has played exceptionally well. Without Al Horford there in the lineup, Dwight Howard comes over here to the Hawks' home and is playing well and still challenging himself to play even better. But a new point guard and Schroeder starting and leading this team. Kent Bazemore is kind of slowly getting up to speed, and yet they're still winning. To give Cleveland a loss like that has to feel good for them. And I would believe that, to me, it's just the depth with which they're playing with.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. The question, looking ahead to playoff time, is kind of the same question they've had for years. Do you have a closer? Is there a guy in that group you can count on? We'll find out, but right now things are working.
Well, the interesting thing, Matt, about that is that in these games in the early part of the season for Coach Budenholzer, the way that Schroeder is now the leader of the team and the point guard, can he take over those reins, and can he get them into the sets and do those things? So far, so good, and Tim Hardaway Jr. has had a great start to the season.
They can play better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they can really play better.
Hey, can you tell me something good?
I can tell you something good, Matt, and we were specifically looking, because the Hawks were our team of the week, at what Dwight Howard is being asked to do in Atlanta to help them. Obviously, he's solidifying what they do defensively, but offensively, there's been some things that Coach Bud is finding out about Dwight Howard and where he can be an effective player. And of course, with all the ball movement and player movement, if Dwight's just one step away from the rim, anytime that they're making these cuts, Matt, he's going to be available for passes for their guards and forwards behind the play. You see Korver here going backdoor. Capella's got to come over, respect the fact that Kyle can score the layup, drops it off to Dwight Howard, and we're going to see plenty of these throughout the year. The way that the Hawks half-court system operates, dump passes behind the play. There's always a shooter available in the corner in the system, but this option right here, Dwight Howard over the top and at the rim, getting the dunk. Now in the half-court set, again, Matt, you look at Dwight Howard and his ability to open up guys at his size, become an effective screen setter. You're worried about Korver getting open there. He flips the screen as soon as this happens for Schroeder. This is the connection that you're seeing more and more between point guard and center with Dwight on the roll. And if Schroeder is going to attack this way, Okafor has to react. He's got to come to the middle. And what Dwight does a great job of here is he puts Gerald Henderson on his back. And if you're a perimeter player, anytime you're behind a big like this, Matt, it opens up a massive hole. Schroeder's able to find it. Now, he could drop the pass through here, but he's going to throw it up over the top where it's very hard to defend. No back line of defense here. Schroeder with a great pass. Doesn't go with the bounce pass, goes over the top, and there's the dunk. The biggest question to me, Matt and Rick, is this. Can Dwight Howard exist in much the same way that Al Horford was asked to be a ball-handling presence within the offense, a conduit between strong side and weak side? Here, the screen away breaks down for Korver. He's got to handle the ball. Watch his recognition here as Bazemore makes a cut. He waits for it, Matt. He's patient. He doesn't try to force it. Easy drop pass and the assist. So far, Dwight Howard's not only enjoying success with the Hawks, but not a ton of attention, in my opinion. There aren't a lot of people talking about, exactly what he's doing, or he should be doing this and that.
Right. For
Coach Bud, he's doing a little bit of everything. Hawks off to a great start.
Been quiet in a good way, and I feel like this has been the perfect usage of his skill set. He's not getting a bunch of post touches. He's diving to the rim. He's blocking shots. He's rebounding. All the stuff he's really, really good at. Time for our players of the week, and Foxy, you're up first.
Yeah, my player of the week is Jimmy Butler from the Chicago Bulls. And I could roll out the stats, but instead I want to roll out the quotes. I want to hear what his teammates have been saying about him and his coaches. Dwayne Wade, not just any old teammate, a superstar in this league for years, a legend, has been talking about Jimmy Butler's transformation from not just an all-star, but now a premier player in this league, doing everything, guarding the best players, defending, rebounding, passing. He had a stat line that only 2 other Bull players have done, Michael Jordan twice and Scottie Pippen once. But right now we have a Jimmy Butler who says, I don't care about the stats, I care about winning plays. I want to be judged by winning plays. So he's doing both. He's putting up the numbers and he's making winning plays. And his coach is saying he's been incredible and he's leading us.
It's funny how often all the winning plays make for great stats.
Yeah.
That
seems to work out, right?
That's right.
Who you
For
got?
me? For me?
For you.
Well, I want to go DeMar DeRozan. I want to go Kemba Walker. Instead, Matt, I went to Harrison Barnes, who has been remarkable over the course of the week. 2-1 for the Dallas Mavericks. No Dirk Nowitzki, but what Harrison was able to do, 2 30-point games, a huge one against Milwaukee for 34, and then 31 the next game against the Lakers, 25 against the Warriors. But the fact that they're going to him late, and with Dirk out, he's doing the things that both Mark Cuban and Rick Carlisle thought about when they signed him to the big deal. He could be a takeover guy. He's proved that this week and put maybe some nerves at ease about Harrison Barnes and what he could be for the Mavs moving forward.
Really early on, but he's answering some questions about
great play
what
this
he
week.
can be. My pick squeezed his entire season into last week. Thanks to a broken finger, Gordon Hayward had to wait until last Sunday to make his debut, which just happened to coincide with the start of Utah's 5 games in 7 days road trip. They end up going 4-1 with Hayward scoring 20 or more in each of those. Exactly what the defensive-minded Jazz needed, particularly with George Hill out for the last 4 games. Great addition for them and a guy who's going to really cash in next summer.
Now, they just got a lot deeper with their best player, consistently best player, joining the roster.